Just relaxed, a little more relaxed, and I think confident on the road. I think the preseason schedule and getting some wins was big to help him build that. But it just seems like the main thing is that they're relaxed, focused to the plan, and really playing together again with that confidence. I think that's what's kept us in some of those games and then allowed us to finish them off.
Do you look much at the standings at this point, because we're getting so late in the season? Want to get in the top four seems like a pretty big deal.
No, for sure.
You want to do what you want to do.
Yeah, well, that's always in the back of your mind, but really the approach, and I know it's generic, and but you do have to take it one game at a time, because you win a couple, you can really solidify things. Yet if you drop a couple, you're right in the middle of everything. So we've got a tough trip this week, but certainly the goal is to try to get one of those top four spots. But we've got to keep our guys in the right frame of mind, just kind of chip away one at a time.
How have you seen your team handle, moving on from one game to the next, whether it was a win or loss, and refocusing?
We've really done a nice job when we've tripped up of bouncing back. It's a really resilient group. But that's the next thing. I mean, early on when we started 3-0, we didn't really handle that success too well on the Arizona trip. And so that's one thing that we've kind of talked about after some of our wins. Thinking the road trip to the Mountain States, and then we didn't play very well against Stanford more recently here. So definitely something that we've got to keep reminding these guys, that we can't get content. We've got to stay hungry. We still have so much in front of us. And I think our guys have learned those lessons. So I know going out on the road this week with still the memory of Colorado and Utah trip, there should be some confidence, but a sense of urgency as well, because we know these last few weekends are going to be tough, and we need to continue to handle our business.
Is it tough to get the guys easier or harder, after a loss than a win?
I mean, it's always better, to win, and you'd rather be saying, all right, this is what we've got to do to handle success, than losing. But like I said, these guys have bounced back after, some tough games. So now they understand the urgency. They understand there's only 3 weekends left before the tournament. So they know what's cost us in the past and what's allowed us to be successful. So it's us to remind them to keep working on those things and improving, and really sending the message like we did in film yesterday, that there's room for improvement. We still haven't shot the ball particularly well from 3. That's an area we can improve upon. Our defense was a little bit better, quite a bit better the other night against Oregon. We can continue to get those numbers back to where they should be. So we've told the guys that our best basketball is still in front of us if we get those things to the level we need to. It's not like we've been world beaters necessarily. I mean, it's a big win the other night. I didn't think we played great. Watching the UCLA tape from the first time around, we didn't play great. We won't have any problem keeping our guys confident, but also understanding that we can still play better.
Is there a game that you felt like you did play great? Because it seems like,
not in league. I mean, we've played good in some games, but it's where we're defending for 40 minutes and scoring the ball and taking care of the ball. I don't know that we've played a complete game yet. I don't know how many teams maybe will admit they have, but I can't recall any game where we've had stretches where we've been really dominant defensively, offensively, but for 40 minutes, let's hope that's still in front of us.
Yeah.
Last time around against UCLA, you say you didn't have a complete performance, but Kyler Kelly was 6 for 6 from the field. Do you expect kind of something similar down the paint?
Sure, hope so. I mean, that's going to be our approach to get it to him in there. I think he had 12 of our first 14 points, maybe 8 of our first 10. And when he's dialed in and he's moving without the ball, and our guys are aggressive attacking and finding him at the rim, he's a difference maker. And now we got to get him to where he's giving us that consistently, and then the defensive presence at the rim too. The nice thing is, Big G. I don't know, statistically it was his best game, but that was a really good performance by him against Oregon off the bench. And we know Warren on this trip, playing two teams that have a little bit more size, he's probably going to get some more playing time. And I know the first time around he played really well against USC and UCLA. So we like that group of 3 guys. And then obviously when we go small with Trace or Al at the 4 too. So Kyler's been big, and this is going to be a big road trip for him for sure.
It's been a couple of weeks since the last road trip. How do you make sure you come out with that same energy that you had against the Mountain schools?
Just, we've got to work at it here in practice, talk about it in film. The thing we mentioned yesterday is, on that trip to Colorado and Utah, we didn't have a lot of distractions. We didn't have a lot of family and friends. And so we mentioned in film, LA, there's going to be a lot of people there, a lot of friends, and we've got to make sure that we keep all of that outside of what we need to focus on to accomplish our goals. So it's just something that we'll keep our eye on, talk about, and make sure the guys are locked in. And then ultimately, it's up to them to keep the focus they need to prepare to win. God, you guys were easy on me.